beautiful Scottish pubs, picture-perfect ancient towns, and more sheep than we've ever seen. Join us as we explore the Perth area of Scotland in this episode of Livin Like Locals. Pitlochry is located about an hour and a half from Edinburgh. It's a beautiful vacation town away from it all, smack dab in the most stunningly picturesque countryside this side of the world. No Instagram filter required. We flew over on Aer Lingus, connecting through Dublin. We decided to make a bid on business class, and unlike our gambling in Vegas, we lucked out and we were upgraded on the flight over the pond.
Eye mask. Socks. I'm not understanding the socks over, but toothbrush, earbuds, lip balm, toothpaste, and hand cream. So that's what it is.
Scotland is our favorite country, one of the ones we so enjoy coming back to. It's a mixture of the people, the scenery, and the whiskey. This trip is a mix of our favorite places, like Pitlochry, mixed with some new adventures, such as the Isle of Skye. But first, we need to conquer the jet lag.
Are you tired right now?
I'm not too tired. I will be. I was tired when I woke up, but as long as I can last until we get to the location, I'll be good.
All right, so we are at the Athol Hotel. We actually stayed here a few years ago in 2019, and we really fell in love with it. It's a great hotel. They have a wonderful pub, which we're actually going to go into right now while we're waiting for our VRBO to get ready. The reason why we didn't stay here this second time around in Pitlochry is we just want to try something different, and we do kind of like the VRBO, so we can do a little bit of cooking and everything else, where this is a traditional hotel. So we're trying to mix it up this trip. But anyway, let's go in and see it. You're going to fall in love with it. I do recommend you coming and staying here if you're in this area. It was just a fantastic hotel to be at.
I totally agree. To me, this hotel, and in particular, this bar, is just the perfect quintessential Scottish pub. I mean, a pub with antlers. What more do you want? We wanted to stay longer, but we had a mission to accomplish. Made all the more difficult with the jet lag. That's right, it was time to go grocery shopping.
All right, so we are in Pitlochry, Scotland, and it's about an hour and a half outside of Edinburgh. We just landed this morning, or this afternoon, a little jet lagged right now, so landed around noontime. We drove out here, we grabbed a quick bite to eat because we were hungry. But before we hit our VRBO, we got to do our grocery shopping. So let's go into this. This is a little co-op, a small grocery store here in Pitlochry, but let's get the staples and then we can go into our VRBO. Cheeseburger. It has pickles, tomato sauce, burger chunks, red onion for £6. I think we're going to pass on that one though. That's a little weird for me right now. Banana and peanut butter yogurt. We're going to get some of that. How's the coffee?
Smooth, light roast with hints of toffee and hazelnut. And it's ideal for when you fancy a cozy day in. So it's raining, I'm gonna get a cozy day in.
All right, I think I got cream. It has a cow on it, so we're gonna think that this is gonna be cream. All right, I'm trying to find the eggs. The eggs are not normally chilled. I just gotta find them in the store. So we're gonna go on an egg hunt. Found the eggs. It's all the way in the back in the store, away from everything else. Found the eggs. And we're good.
So after going through all the body washes to get, including Dark Temptation, I'm actually going to go with leather, and cookies. Sorry, Kathy.
We stayed at the Scottish equivalent of an Airbnb, which was way out in the countryside. The only traffic being our lovely sheep neighbors. This place is perfect.
So we got it to our VRBO. It's dark out now. It's only about 5 o'clock and pretty tired from being jet lag and everything else. But the place is lovely. So we want to give you, just do a little quick tour before we dirty it up with all of our stuff. But then tomorrow we'll definitely walk around the grounds. There's sheep everywhere. There's other cottages here. The owners are right across the, not even right across the street, right across the driveway from us, but super sweet people and everything else. But a really cozy cottage. I'm already falling in love with it, and we're gonna be here for the next 5 nights.
The problem with staying in a place as beautiful as this is we could have never left. We'd be totally happy just staying in and gazing out the windows while quoting Mel Gibson Braveheart lines. And any place that welcomes you with wine and a roaring fire is a keeper in my book.
Good morning, this is me testing with the new camera. We're here in Scotland and I'm in front of a bunch of sheep. So we're gonna see if we can record this. This is outside of Pitlochry, Scotland, and it is like the perfect view here of like rural Scotland. It's really one of our favorite towns in Scotland, and we're psyched to be back. And it's a cloudy, kind of semi-rainy day, which a lot of the Scots are complaining about, but I love because literally this is like my favorite weather in the world. So let's go check it out.
It's so easy on trips to race around from one location to the other, which is why we wanted to start the trip somewhere far from city life and just take time to walk, enjoy the nature, and shift into three-quarter time. After all, if you're not stopping to enjoy the view, why go? To me, morning walks like this are the reason why you travel. Still, eventually, we had to go to town. After all, there's shopping and food.
So one of my favorite places to do when we're shopping in Scotland, and they have them sometime in England, but mainly here in Scotland, is they have these great like little consignment stores. I think is the better way to say it. But they're for like donations for like cancer or Alzheimer's or for animals, and people donate the stuff and you kind of go in. So it's like a thrift store, basically what it is. We love shopping in these. I have found so many great things. We found cashmere sweaters, beautiful jewelry, just a lot of cool things. So if you happen to see these when you're walking around, definitely stop into them. You can find some really great deals.
Hey, we're here in Pitlochry and we've done a little bit of shopping, and we're going to do a little bit more, but shopping's always better after a few glasses of wine, a few beers, maybe a dram or so. So we're going to have lunch. We're going to have a traditional Scottish English type lunch, and we're here at the Old Mill. It looks really cute and quaint, and I'm going to have a beef pie, which is I've been really craving. We had salmon, which was delicious. Kathy doesn't normally like salmon, but she loves this freshwater Scottish salmon. And I had a beef pie, which was excellent, which I've been really craving. We had some nice wine, great views and atmosphere. We give the Old Mill in Pitlochry 4 yum-yums, 4.5 yum-yums. It was really, really good. And the atmosphere, we give it a 5.
All right, so in true Todd and Kathy form. We finished lunch, we had a couple glasses of wine, and what else do you do when you're in a cozy town in Scotland? You go to a whiskey tasting. So we are at Blair Athol Whisky, and let's go see what it's about. So in a true Livin Like Locals fashion, we always sit at the bar and we have our whiskey, and we have a whiskey flight, and we talk to people around us. So we met people already today from Germany, from, they call it the West Coast here in Scotland, but from in Scotland. And you know, we met dogs and just talked to people. And then what's really cool is you get recommendations. You get recommendations for whiskey, you get recommendations for wine, you get recommendations for restaurants. So it's really, really cool to just sit down at a bar, have a drink, and just talk to people. You'll never know what comes out of it. So this is great. On our whiskey tasting in there, I like the 23, which is 23-year age. Unfortunately, it's 400 pounds, so I don't think we're going to be doing that one. But we're just going to go shopping, and we're going to bring back our whiskey, and we'll go from there. All right, so one of the things that actually just talking to people here that we've learned is a lot of people really invest in whiskey here and almost make it part of their retirement. So they'll buy like a $100 bottle of whiskey, and then they'll sit on it for 10, 20 years and then sell it. It's pretty cool, so we may get into that as our new retirement.
On that note, we'll raise a toast and have a dram. But please join us in the next episode when we explore the nearby towns around Pitlochry and all the whiskey we can taste.